my 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 last public speech was a long time ago, like 8 years ago. So I'm sorry for my for my such
nervousness, right?
appearance. But I will try my best to show you what I prepared today. So let's begin. Give me just a moment. I need to find my presentation.
Before you start, we just want to say hello to Maciek Palmowski. Maciek, thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, everyone.
It's such a pleasure to have you with us, and we hope you're going to enjoy today's presentation. If you guys agree, maybe we can do a joint photo of all of us if you would like to start the camera. If not, just to have one photo with our speaker at least today.
Give me a second. I'll be just ready in a second.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so here it is. And Lisa is giving us a thumb on. So that means, thank you, Lisa. I really love the photo now. It's totally different than the one before.
Sorry.
So, what I want to share with you before Alexander actually starts the presentation is that I did a poll on LinkedIn and on Twitter in regard to how many people actually are using Divi. So I've set up a couple of, I hope you guys can see it and that there are no black spots all over the screen. So the question was, do you use Divi as a web page builder? And that was on LinkedIn. And as you can see, 65% of people said no and 35% said yes. And then on Twitter, through Manny, we tried to understand what was the most usable builder. And it seems to be that it's the Elementor and that Divi is covering 11% of all the votes. So what we're talking about here today is a page builder that really has that has been used among the community, but certain tricks and tips, what I hope is going to be coming from our speaker today, who is Alexander Simic. Alexander, could you please introduce yourself to us? Tell us how today and what you're going to tell us.
Actually, I have one slide within my presentation, so I think it will be best to start with presentation, and you will see a little bit about myself. So let me see. All right. I'm gonna share the screen. Share screen.
So before Alexander is ready to speak, are you okay, Alexander?
Yes. I need to give some permissions to Zoom for screen sharing, and I'll need to quit Zoom for a few seconds, and I will be here.
Sure, no problem. We understand all of it, no issue at all. So today we're going to be talking about how to build a website with Divi, and in addition to that, we're going to have a game in the end. And since it's going to be very generic website, WordPress website thing, so I'm sure you guys are going to be okay in playing the game. I wish you all the best. The price is going to be $30, Amazon voucher. Maciek, I don't think it's going to be an issue for you. I mean, this is the first time you're part of our meetup, but I believe that you're one of the contenders to win this game for sure.
To be honest, I never used Divi, so it might be hard.
Well, it's not it's a WordPress. It's actually WordPress website based quiz, so it wouldn't cover Divi in essence. But I think you gave me just an idea actually to make a Divi related website and then see who will win in the end. Really nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today.
I think he's muted. Alexandra.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes. I didn't notice that, and I hope you hear me now. And so we will try now to share the screen. So. Okay, so I hope that you see now my presentations and full width, right? Okay, so I think we can start. Building website with Divi. So GoDaddy Pro logo, my name is your name, and so let me introduce myself. So as you can see here, my name is Alexander Simic, and I'm the part of the GoDaddy WordPress Premium Support team. As you maybe read before, most of my life I spent in Russia, but for the last 6 years I live and work in Serbia. My first experience with WordPress was so many years ago, and I was like 14 years old, and this photo is which you see on the right side is very old photo. So this is the photo of myself with much better shape than now. So all right, as you can see, 10 years ago I decided to start a personal blog, and I was like I wasn't know anything about WordPress, and WordPress was something new for me. All through I was know about domains, about some website builders, but this was some completely new experience, and this is when I started to be a WordPress enthusiast. So unfortunately, as you see here, my blog is gone because it was abandoned by me like 7 to 8 years ago, and but it still can be found on the web archive. I don't know why web archive crawled my website, but I can see that something like my history, my own history. So however, when I moved to Serbia, I wasn't clearly know what I will do future with my professional life. So I tried to study economy, but I was failed because this is not like my science. And after some years, I just came back to website building and to WordPress, of course. And since 2016, I'm in WordPress with professionally. So I worked in GoDaddy for more than 1 year, and before I had blog project where I had actually 15 colleagues, but unfortunately this project is abandoned because not too many people are interested in this kind of content. You will see that website later. So this is a little bit about myself, and once again I'm sorry because I'm so excited about my first online presentation, and you know that feeling. Okay, so let's begin with Divi. What is Divi? As their developers said, Divi is a complete design framework for WordPress that allows you to design, customize every part of your website from the ground up. So basically, when you have Divi, you almost don't need anything else for your website. I mean, you don't need some additional plugins, for example, for contact form, for image sliders. So it is so unnecessary when you have Divi, because Divi provides all that functionality out of the box. I saw this poll results on Twitter, and I don't know why that amount of people use Divi. Okay, I understand that there is a few more builders that everything has as its own experience with builders, but I hope that this this situation will a little bit change in some future. So in which formats Divi comes? This is from my side some strange decision, but Divi developers had Divi with a standalone theme, which means that you have, as I mentioned, out of the box everything you need, and they provide a builder Divi as builder plugin. I guess that it is important for people who has already some standalone theme, maybe some important customizations, and builder can come with some as an additional solution to current setup. What actually I use on my website? So I use just standalone theme because for these years I don't have to use some different theme, because Divi theme actually, as I said before, allows you to customize everything, and so it provides everything out the box. As I said, you don't need some additional plugins for something, or so it depends. It depends on some specifics, right? So how you can create the content? There is two ways. Using the live visual builder that allows you to, as you can see on the left animation, to create the content to see changes live. So this feature is relatively new. I think it is introduced like two years ago. And on the right animation, you can see a drag and drop visual builder that enables with the classic editor plugin. And this layout was like main layout until 2 years ago, I think. So on the right screen, when you use drag and drop visual builder on your WordPress dashboard, you cannot see live changes here, and this is, from my opinion, why the left animation is much better, because you can see in live what is happening with the modules, so you can customize everything: color, size, format. So you don't need to actually like it was before to add these modules and to save everything and to see after that on page how it looks like. So I recommend, if your hosting environment allows, to use the live visual builder. Of course, if you use Divi builder. So which modules Divi has? Here we will start some short live demo where I will show you how Divi builder actually works. So give me just a few moments. I need to start local host first. Sorry. So of course you can ask any questions now if you have them, or if not, when I will finish my presentation, we will have a questions and answers session. So we're almost ready.
I have a question.
Sure.
The thing you mentioned before, which one do you prefer, Live Builder or the other one, and why?
So let's get back to.
Sorry, which one would you recommend to someone who never used Divi before?
I would recommend to use the Live Visual Builder, which is shown on the left side of the slide, because actually, as I mentioned before, you can see live changes or changes of what you do. So, for example, if you will change some background color, you will see this change immediately. While you use drag and drop builder within your WordPress dashboard, you'll need to, you'll need to know how things works, and after that you need to save the page, and after saving the page you need to check how page looks like actually. And this is why I prefer live visual builder and I think that live visual builder is best both for experienced developers and also for beginners.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we have localhost environment up, so I will open our sample website. Okay. So this is a clean WordPress installation that I've made for the presentation purpose, and now we will try to create some sample page from the scratch. So we are adding a new page.
Alexander, may I ask you just like if you can increase the fonts and stuff, because it's very tiny.
Okay. This is because of monitor, but give me a few moments. I will try to fix that. Okay, I'm trying to see those settings. Okay, I found. Is it more visible now? I guess it is. So is it better now?
I think it's better. At least I'm able to see.
Great. Okay, so basically we can proceed to, without adding a title, without saving some basic settings, we can proceed to Divi Builder by pressing this button as you saw here. And Divi will offer three different options. So build page from scratch. So this option we will use now. To choose a pre-made layout. This is some great feature about which I will talk a bit later. And to clone existing page, but because we don't have some existing page, we don't have anything to clone actually. So let's start from building from scratch. Okay. So because I have a classic editor installed, Divi Builder redirected me to this version of Builder, which is actually not a live builder. So in this case, we need to click to additional button that says build on the front end. Okay, so here we are again. So build from scratch, and yes. So actually now we are on front end page, and the first thing that Divi asking us is which type of row we need. And so there is a full width row, there is a row with 2 columns, so you can choose actually what you need. But let's start with some only full width row, a full width row, and after that Divi allows us to choose some block what we need. So as I said, for example, you don't need to install some contact form plugin. Additionally, we already have a contact form here, or we can embed some custom code here for any purposes you need. Or for example, you don't need to install some, as I said, image gallery, because you have here a post slider, because you have the gallery a standalone option, and you are unlimited with customization of your site when you use a DVT. Actually, as you can see here is a very important module called shop. When you use a WooCommerce, it allows you to customize so much things and to use so much features, and it is really great. So what else we have here? Some pricing tables, which is also very important when you have some online shop, or you can implement some search, and you can add some custom settings to this search, so the search can perform the search actually only in some categories, only on some pages. So it is really great that you can easily set up within 2 clicks what actually you want to how you want to search work. Okay, so let me show you some example. So you can choose from here what we can add, if you have some idea, or if not, I will add something on my own. Okay, so I see that there is no ideas. Okay, so let's add, for example, contact form. So when you add a contact form, like any other module, you see visually how it looks. So this is basic contact form, and you can, by clicking on these settings, you can modify field title, for example, let's say test. So you see that here we've changed the text, and after that you can get back to contact form settings. You can, for example, if you don't need some message field, you can easily delete it, or you can undo deletion, like simply pressing on keyboard CMD and Z, or Control Z. Also, you can add any new field, so that there is like field options. You can choose a type for which field you want: impact field, email field, or text area. You can even add checkboxes, radio buttons, or drop down fields. Okay, let's say drop down. And okay, First option can be test. Second one can be test 2. And we can see how it actually looks now. Okay, we cannot choose now drop down options because of the builder specifics, but when we will save everything, so here you need to click to save changes, and once again you need to choose the main menu, and in the right down corner you need to choose publish, because this is entirely new page. Okay, so things are saved now, so we can exit Visual Builder.
Alexander,
And,
Olga has a comment on what you're doing at the moment.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just remind you, because for you guys, you're concentrating on presentations and I'm concentrating on comments, right? So would you like to actually start this discussion? You asked the question to Alexander, isn't it too heavy because of all what is inside? So would you like to perhaps elaborate more on this question before Alexander actually answers?
You know, like a developer, I prefer less than better. It's better. So I'm trying to make it thin as possible, my sites, to make it quicker as possible. And most premium themes have these problems, and people starting to use CDN, much more higher price for hosting, etc., etc. Caching also. I'm not telling that you don't need caching. If you can cache something, you will better do it. But still, they are starting to battle from the point when they are launched this site. It's my experience.
Thank you, Olga. I'm very happy. Actually, Olga is from St. Petersburg, and if it was a different environment, you could have Olga in Russian.
So we can speak our mother language.
Exactly. But now, what's your opinion, Alexander, on what Olga said?
Okay, I think that Divi came to market when there is no how to say no that much some alternatives that have some built-in as you see builder and other features. Maybe from the first attempt it can feel a bit complicated, as you said, but I guess that some tutorials that Divi provides, and there is a lot of tutorials. So when you search like how to create a gallery in Divi, you can find a lot of videos, official the Divi developers videos, when you can see everything from how to build a gallery from scratch. And I think, from my opinion, that they describe really in some details. So you don't need to you don't need to to learn that much. So how it feels in the beginning, from my opinion. But I'm working with Divi for such a long time, and honestly, I forgot which feelings I had when I was installed Divi for the first time. So yes, maybe it's a bit complicated from the first attempt, but every other attempt is became easier and easier, and this is from my opinion. I really don't know. I don't know anyone else from you know, from, I don't know, from work, from my friends that they use Divi. So I'm the only one. So maybe because of that, Twitter polls and on LinkedIn show that less people use Divi Builder.
I just wanted to ask Olga, have you used Divi before?
Actually, now I am maintaining site with Divi, and I took this job 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
So we have an expert for you, don't worry.
I prefer writing things from scratch, you know, to make it thin as possible. Nothing what my clients don't need, I will not put it in.
Got it. So the next thing I want to speak about after this live demo is some pre-made layouts that Divi offers to you if you have a license, if you have a valid license. And you remind me to show you one more important thing. So first of all, we have here these fields, and we have a drop down menu field, for example, and you can use also a built-in spam protection, or you can use a reCAPTCHA. So you have to choose what you want actually, but I prefer reCAPTCHA in this situation. So now I came back to Builder, and what is very important during the content building. So in the menu located on the as you can see here on the left side, you have three different buttons. So you can see how the content will how your website will look as in the tablet mode, or even in a phone mode, which is much more important than desktops and tablets in our time, right? So you can see in live visual builder, which is very important, how your website will look on 3 different major platforms. Of course, you can for example, if some customizations of your fields doesn't allow to this field to look perfectly on, for example, on phone, you can add a separate new row, for example, the row with the same setup, but when okay, we'll choose the contact form again, but in the pro settings you can choose visibility, so you can turn off, I mean, visibility, for example, on desktop and tablet, and you can design this row only for mobile phones, which I often use because it happens that some design solutions doesn't appear well on tablet, on phones, and I need to design every row or some modules separately. This is some just a little example of what Divi Visual Builder can actually do. So what you can do with Visual Builder. The next, before I will go to the next chapter, do you have some maybe questions regarding that? Okay, I think there is no question, so we can continue.
Actually, there was one comment from Maciek. Maciek, would you like to join us?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not used so often Zoom because.
No, it's okay. That's my job, actually. Don't take my job away from me.
Oh.
You're the presenter. I need to chase people for their comments.
Yeah.
You're there It would be really great. I see what you wrote. I agree with Olga. Divi comes with a lot of stuff, which is cool until the moment you realize you just want a simple blog and 80% of features are useless for your case. Would you? Yes, Maciek, join. Tell us.
Yes, I think it's not a problem with Divi only. I think it's a problem with many page builders that they come with lots of features that you can do everything without even installing any other plugin, and really everything is great until you realize you need something small. You need to create a really little project, and still you know that in your code there is a contact form, there is I don't know what else is in in Divi, but everything is there. So it's always a bit slowing down, because if you want to speed it up, you have to remove some basic features instead of, exactly as Olga said, we are not trying to, because if we want to create the site that is like the perfect match for the client, we have to start removing features instead of adding them, which is which is also normal for me, because I'm also a fan of creating pages from scratch. So so what's your comment on this? What do you think? Doesn't this this lots of features is something that will slow the sites down, especially when we want to use something simple, when we want to create something really easy?
Thank you, thank you for such a great question. You know what? I think that better is to have a lot of features, because many people has their you know, vision of design or functionality, and if developer will build some you know, light versions that have only a few features, some medium version that have a bit more features, and some let's call it expert mode or feature that you have where you will have all of those functionality that Divi has now. I think that it is better to have everything out of the box. It's all right. I agree. It can be a bit confusing to user when which use the Divi for the first time. But any other builders has this similar functionality, and if you will merge some, I don't know, some standalone theme and some other builder, it is basically the same regarding the complexity, you know. So I think that from my side that there is no compromise that for, unfortunately, for basic users and for expert users. So in case they can sell some, as I said, basic Divi and some expert Divi. I don't know, but it is very it is very interesting questions, and it's question about which I think Divi developers need to think about, and maybe to provide some you know, some compromise for basic users and for experienced users. Regarding website performance, Divi has a built-in CSS minification, HTML optimization. So basically everything that, for example, auto-optimized plugins do. So every website that has, from my opinion, every website that has a lot of features, it is anyway heavy when you use Divi or not. But when you build some basic Divi website, it will not be heavy. So this page that we created, it is very, very okay. This is very, very basic example, but it is light. There is no such requests. There is no, you know. So I think that it website performance, that depends on really on how much stuff you have on your page and how much functionality it has. So I agree, less is better, but sometimes you just cannot you cannot do less things. But you know,
there is another thing from Predrag. He says, which module is the most fun to use in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think it is blog module, because you can customize many things. I will show you my abandoned project that I mentioned before, which is completely built using only Divi builder. So this is a website in Serbian. I'm sorry if everything is anything you know about the content, but it is, you know, you can see that this is about food, this is about some movie, doesn't matter. So this is a blog module, so you can customize everything. You can actually you can choose different fonts for heading, different fonts for outer name, different colors. You can customize even image if you want, so size and everything else. This is, for my opinion, this is most usable module. So on every on every bigger WordPress website. Also, you have, for example, slider module, which is also linked with the blog posts, and it shows this module. So the only one, the only image slider that shows randomly blog posts. So if we will refresh the page, it will show different things. Also, as we see here, there is search field that can be customized. So you can search field can be customized even for the search button. So you can insert anything basically. So this is about my favorite module.
Thank you. I have another question for you in that case. Sure. Jelko says, my problem with Divi is that if you disable it, you end up with a bunch of shortcodes displayed as text on the front end. And
exactly
as saying the same with bakery, they do it on purpose, yeah. I think.
Yeah, every page builder, when it will be disabled, has that issue, because and WP Bakery, Elementor, every builder has their own structure, their specific shortcodes, and that's why when it's inactive, it doesn't show any content. So it's I don't know with which we can compare when you disable Divi builder or any other builder actually. But this is how it works. When you will, for example, if you will post some blog post with the image, but later you will erase this image, it will be also like broken element. If you will restore this image will come up. So this is exactly the same with the Divi builder and any other builder. So if you made any content with Divi builder, and if you will decide to turn it off later, it's not be visible. The same thing is with Elementor, WP Bakery, and all other builders. So this is how they work, unfortunately.
Well, while you're talking, there is a debate actually going on in the chat. where Jelko says that Elementor does divisions and sections, which is sort of helpful, but then Olga is saying Gutenberg not. And then Jelko said, you cannot really disable Gutenberg with much.
Yes.
And yes, you can. You just disable the REST API for the post type and it's gone. So we now with
okay. So there is a few different ways to disable Gutenberg. Gutenberg became a default block editor, I think, with WordPress 5 or WordPress 5.1. And from my side, it is not the best solution. If we will compare Divi Builder and any other builder with Gutenberg, Gutenberg comes with the WordPress core, and that's why it is not easy to erase it. When Divi Builder or any other builder or Divi theme, as we mentioned before, comes as standalone theme or standalone plugin. So when you will disable that plugin or disable that theme, everything will disappear. But you can avoid Gutenberg by installing classic editor plugin that has around 5 million active installations, which enables old-fashioned editor, which is, from my opinion, much better than Gutenberg. To be honest, I didn't heard about turning off REST API for post types and about this method, but you know, I support every method that can turn off Gutenberg. I'm sorry for my honest, but I don't think that Gutenberg is so that good thing. Okay, so
the heat is gone, so everybody's content with the answers, and perhaps we can move on to the next session. I mean, I don't know if you have finished your presentation or there is more.
There is one more interesting thing, but I will be short.
Okay, there's Olga coming. For custom post type, REST API isn't served by default, and you can actually choose which post needs Gutenberg and which not. But scripts and styles will be served to the browser by default. Thank you, Olga.
Oh, thank you, Olga, and which means that we cannot erase that easy Gutenberg, unfortunately. If I mean because I want to use specifically Divi, I don't want to use Gutenberg. But this is some default option, and we cannot do anything about that, actually. Let's get back to my presentation. So here it is, and for some reason it is very buggy. I don't know what is happening with PowerPoint. Yeah.
Alexander, I would appreciate if you could just zoom it out, because we.
Yes.
All right. All right. I didn't think.
I will try to relaunch it.
Sure. It was me actually who created all the mess at the beginning. But Maciek, have you been using Divi before?
Not to build websites. I just had some opportunities to help people with because it wasn't only with Divi. I see this scheme is repeatedly with all the page builders. It was something like I have created a website and I just need few fixes. And what I learned after third or fourth job like that the small fixes took a real lot of time. And and this is one of the reasons why I am not a fan of page builders, because in the long run I think that they cause more problems rather than then they solve one. I mean, it's great to start with them because it's like with like Alexander's shown this live preview here. It's like someone who doesn't know almost a thing about coding can create a website, which is okay. But at some point, I think that user will have to rebuild it almost from scratch just to make it fully optimized and so on. So I only tried using Divi for, let's say, for others, and I wasn't impressed. But also I didn't use it for a while. I see this new preview view and so on. So a lot of changed, but still I think that in the long run, I really hope that Gutenberg will sort all of its problems, and it will be, after all those years, a standardized solution. Because Alexander, like you said, you can turn off Divi. Yes, you can, but you have shortcodes, so you can't.
Yes.
So you can't. In the long run, you can't, because you have to rebuild all the stuff. So, but to be honest, Gutenberg also isn't the perfect solution, because still the data and the view isn't fully separated, and this is a big problem. To be honest, for me, advanced custom field flexible content was one of the best solutions in a way, because it separated the data from the way how the page looked. So we could change the way how the page looks and still use the old data. And here you have those shortcodes, so you have a lot of stuff you have to remove if you would like to migrate from Divi to, let's say, Elementor.
Yes, that's a tricky thing, of course.
So
you need to rebuild everything from scratch, actually.
Guys, I don't want to ignore Željko's comment as well, who said he tried using Gutenberg, but then everything turned into a problem. Željko, would you just give us a minute and elaborate what happened to you and why you had to switch to HTML and then back to Divi again?
Back to Divi.
It's just impossible to click on when you add columns, like 2 or 3 columns, then I have to figure out where to click to delete those 2 columns or 3 columns or whatever it is. I can find how to change it to 2 or 3, just click randomly in the middle of the 2 columns, but I can't figure out where to click to delete the entire section. But that's just maybe me being dumb. So I have to go to, 3 dots at the top, switch to HTML, to code thingy, delete what you need to delete, go back to the visual builder, continue working on it.
Wow, I think Alexander, you're probably one of the rare ones who love Divi, to be honest with you. So give us more reasons why we need to love Divi.
So I hope that this situation will change in some time, but let's see. I just want to share my positive my positive thoughts about Divi, and I agree. It cannot be everything black or white. So Divi has also bad sides and good sides, like everything else. So I think that one of the really great things is Divi Premade Layouts, which I will show you now. So as a live demo, what is it? This is big library when you can import already created layouts for different purposes. So let's go again to my website. Because actually on localhost I was not active. my localhost that doesn't have active license, why this when this site has the activated license. So let's try to add again new page, and we'll move forward to the builder. Okay, so we see some error here, but it's
don't worry, it's normal.
Not about the
demo.
Yeah,
it's a mess,
yeah.
so it's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah. So previously we choose build from scratch option. Now we'll choose a pre-made layout. So there is actually 1,303 layouts that Divi can offer you. So for example, let's try to see for layout. So there is restaurant, design agency, yoga studio, travel agency. So there is a lot of already pre-made layouts that can, from my opinion, really help with future design of your website. So let's try, for example, to choose web agency layout. So as you can see here, this is not only one page. So you can choose landing page, home page, contact, careers, portfolio. So basically, what you need. So this is not only one design, but let's choose landing page. So you can view live demo, but let's try us to import this layout. So it is now importing from the Divi resources, and as I said, you need active license for import, because otherwise it will not work. Okay, so now we can, as you see, Divi automatically imported a lot of rows, elements, and everything else, as you can see here. And in this case, because we've made this, we import this layout in this builder, which is not that visual, we will publish this page, and when we will visit this page, you will see on how it looks like actually. Okay. So there is fully imported layout, and you can easily change every element that you want to change. So I will show you some example. So we will enable Visual Builder, and we will see here that you can, for example, if you don't have a development service, you can easily delete it, or you can if you have more services, you can just copy and paste this row and add some more features. If you don't want to see here image, you can simply remove that image. So you can leave only text. You can use the icon, so you don't need to use image, for example. So let's try to use this icon. As you can see here, it is shown as default in some gray color, but this also can be changed by in design section, where you can choose icon color to anything actually what you want, which is from my side, which is very cool. Also, you can change the color on when this icon is hovered. So there is a lot of great stuff for every element. So you can basically customize everything. So let's try. I mean, let's see. We don't need, for example, these logos. You can just delete them. You can instead add some contact form. you can change the row layout. So you can change column structure. You can add more columns, for example, 3. So you have some. So you have here extra space. You can add, for example, some circle contour and add something here that you desire to. And after that changes, you can just easily save everything by clicking here on save. And in this case, from my opinion, choosing the premade layouts can save a lot of time for you, a lot of time from building a scratch. So you can choose something from as base and just change the things you need to change. There is a lot of more layouts for any need, and but I did not use for my personal purposes some layouts from here. But when you have some project that you need to done as soon as possible, if you or also if you have a client which tells that, for example, that he wants this exact like this layout, so you can just import and to change, and you need just to change the text, for example, to need it, and that's all. So from my opinion, this is really nice solution. I think that it is almost everything from presentation. So next slide has some examples of my work made using Divi. So the first website is the one on which I was showing you some examples. So there is 3 others you can free to visit and free to ask everything you want. And I want to thank you for your attention, and you can ask any questions you have now. And if you have some additional questions, you can contact me on this email that is shown on the bottom, contact@async.me, and I will be very glad to answer any of your questions.
Wow, well, the questions are lining up in the chat.
Oh yeah, I see.
Olga is saying the funniest thing is that even with such rich builder site, owners still need a developer most of the time, or the site is starting to look very messy with a lot of different creatives coming from different content managers, which is totally true. I mean, I totally agree. And then Predrag has a question. Would you say that it's possible to satisfy most of your clients with predefined layouts, or the majority needs to be built from scratch? So is it possible to satisfy the clients from this point?
It depends on the client's needs. So if client wants something basic, if client, you can show to client this premade layouts, and if client will say, all right, I really love this, I want this to see on my website, this is really great solution. But in some cases, if you have some complicated project, it is really better to build from scratch because of many things, because of the client needs. So it depends. Actually, it depends on client. So I see that this is the only question, right?
Yeah, I think that's I don't know. If you guys have any other question, you can just tune in.
So if you don't have any questions, as I said, I will be more than glad to answer any of your questions if you will write me an email to my address. So anytime, any question regarding this, I will be glad.
Thank you.
Are we having drinks after this? There is a question.
Yeah, sure, sure. Some virtual drinks, of course.
Thank you.
But it is not.
Yeah, thank you, Alexandra. Alexander, I liked your presentation. I do use Divi. I've got just the full version, and sometimes when clients want something visually attractive, very simple, that they can manage the site themselves, I have to say they do gravitate towards Divi because they can see instantly on the fly what they're going to get. So it's that. But at the same time, we do use a bit of coding, and we do CSS on it. And
unfortunately, Divi cannot provide everything that you need. As Olga said that you also need the developer for your website, you know. And as you said, also Divi has a lot of features. You need some custom coding. So
yeah, it's very good. It's very good if you want to do something. I mean, appearance-wise, they look good. It's better than going to Theme Forest and buying a dodgy theme, and then, which is what a lot of customers do. I mean, ultimately, it's not about the developer. It's not about us. It's about the customer and the client. They're paying us, so we have to gravitate to their needs rather than what we think is better for us. And also understanding the terminology. You know, if you blind them and overwhelm them, they'll go elsewhere, or they'll try and do it themselves. And they usually go to Wix or they go to Shopify. So it's quite good to get the business in, really.
The first one is really terrible.
Yeah, so I like Divi. I've messaged you, Alexander, on Slack. But yeah,
all right,
I really liked it.
And then for now, I'm on my private computer. So as soon as I will start my shift, I will answer you on Slack.
Yeah, thank you very, very much.
You're most
Well
welcome.
done.
Thank you so much for your thoughts about my presentation. As I said, this is my first ever presentation in this format. So I think that my last presentation was in high school. So it is very long ago. Yeah.
No, I loved it. Really, really loved it. And as I say, I use Divi, so it was good to watch. And there's a lot of I did a client game app, and they had Laravel. I don't know if you know Laravel. It's a complete HTML bespoke site, and we had to take that down and start from scratch. So it works both ways. You know, if you've got a developer building a site with this ultimate code, nobody touches it. So you still start from scratch. Same with page builders. However, with page builders, you can probably change the theme. You can probably, if you know a little, you can pick it up. But yeah, nobody wanted to write it in Laravel and Bootstrap, and the marketing team really loved Divi. Marketing teams absolutely love updating their blogs. So yeah, thank you.
Well, finally, someone on Alexander's side. We just heard a lot of opposition, but now we see that he even has allies in the public.
Yeah. This is very good sign.
Well, I've worked with developers and I've worked with Divi who don't like WordPress because it's too heavy. They'd rather write things from scratch. And the marketing team and the guys who own the business want something that's user-friendly, manageable, and their team can use on a daily basis and generate business. So that's basically it. You know, you can create this complex script and text and, you know, the programmer and raise tickets. But, you know, it's a compromise really, isn't it? I suppose.
Yes, yeah. I guess too. But yes, you are all right. I think in most cases, developers prefer HTML websites or some other custom website that doesn't have WordPress, while some other team prefers Divi or anything other which is visually simple.
Yeah, exactly. We had another company come to us with a very complex front end site. It was a mess. The developers disappeared. They didn't know how to get in. And the marketing team wanted a WordPress site built in Divi. They said it. That's what they like, and they showed us they researched into Elementor and they liked Divi. So, but everybody's different. But it's good to understand the page builder and, you know, at least not sort of ram something down the client's throat that they're not going to be interested in at all. And
yes.
They're the ones they pay the bills, you know, at the end of the day.
Yes. I do agree with you, but in my personal case, I've tried to work with Elementor with WP Bakery, which is a lot easier than Elementor, but Divi for me is the best solution actually.
Oh, really? Okay, so you've used WP. Could you do one on WP Bakery as well, and then Elementor?
I think that Elementor has a lot of features, and sometimes
Very popular. It's very popular right now, Elementor.
Yeah. So
And
sometimes I need to sit and think how to do some simple change actually.
yeah,
While VP Bakery is a bit easier. I had the one project that I've done like 2 years ago when I mixed WP Bakery and Divi. This is
Oh,
very
really?
yeah. So
On the
you
same
can see
website.
you can see that this is the third link on my presentation. So this is mglg.as.dev.net. This is project. So in this case, customer just disappeared. So I've made everything, but customer disappeared, and this site never was migrated to the actual address. But this is very interesting example of a website where I used WP Bakery, Divi, and Revolution Slider. So very 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 hard mix. You can see some examples on this website by visiting from the menu our houses page, so you can see here from a naked eye difference when where WP Bakery is used, where Revolution Slider used, and where Divi used.
I could talk to you for ages, actually. But I'll let Maya continue. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was so great, huh? We still have the game to play. Okay, Olga is saying something. Elementary Gutenberg can be used together, but not bakery and Gutenberg. Yeah, some things do not go together, like mustard and vanilla. It doesn't work. I mean, both are great, but they just don't work together, right? So why don't we start with the game? I mean, first of all, Alexander, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you all for your attention, and I'm really excited about this.
I'm sure this is just first in the row of the presentations that you're going to be.
I guess so.
In future, in many different languages, actually, not only in
yes.
Maybe in some like Russian, where you feel more at home, or certain apps.
I don't know. I think that I feel more at home when speaking Russian. Actually, although I'm Serbian, but with Russian it's much better for me. I'm thinking in Russian, so yeah, hope so.
Okay, so guys, get ready. Today again we have a Kahoot game. It's just a web-based game. It's website-based game. It doesn't have the content of Divi, but again I would ask you to go to kahoot.it and then enter the pin so you can reach the page, and then just leave a couple of data there so we can follow who actually applied. So we have Željko still. Alexander, maybe you can play with us as well, since you didn't prepare the
Oh, okay, I will be glad to.
Yeah, let's try.
Just
Olga, where are you?
6493. I'm going to try and do this time. I didn't.
Yeah, please do. So
I'm trying to get in now. I'm trying to do this. Kahoot.it. 69423.
Where is Olga? Why Olga is missing?
I'm still.
Olga, get in.
Kahoot.it.
Are we there? Are we there? Where is Olga?
Do we have some like share link?
694223.
Oh, just waiting for Lisa to join.
Could Maya, could you just shout out the PIN number, please?
694. So 694
694
223.
223. Thank you. I'm on my iPad. Sorry.
Yeah, your iPad is giving you some issues, even last time.
Yeah, it's tiny.
We need to get you a bigger one. You need to win something. Okay, you just gave me an idea what we can give as a giveaway at some point.
An iPad.
Yeah, exactly. People need to play the games. So.
Oh, I still can't. It's asking me for my.
I'm sorry. Say.
If you don't have a Twitter or anything, just put something, whatever, you know. PS5. Okay, yes, Jelko. PS5 is the next one coming. Oh, okay. So we're there. I'm gonna press the start button. The drill, you know. You read the question from the browser, from a PC or whatever, and then you play, and then you answer from the device that you have choose from. So it could be a little bit of confusing. So you read from the screen and you play from an app, from a different browser window or from the other device. So let's go. Start. I'll read the questions out loud just in case somebody cannot read it properly. So the first question is, what runs across the top of every page of a website to make the website instantly recognizable? Red template, blue header, yellow footer, green title. All right, so let's see who answered properly. So it's Olga and Jelko, yay! Let's move to the next one. A unique name that identifies a website is called domain name, browser, HTML, search engine. Okay, we know all of this. Let's just see who had the fastest finger. Jelko had the fastest finger. All right. Third question. This term refers to business over internet. E-commerce, client, PNG, logo. Yeah, that was very easy. I knew you guys would nail it. And there is a battle between Jelko and Olga at the moment going on. Making your website easy to use and easy to find what you need is called being in balance, being harmonious, being creative, or being user-friendly. So, still battle between Olga and Jelko. Maciek is third, Pegas is fourth, and Lisa still didn't answer a single question. Good, Lisa.
I am touching the screen, but it's not touching. It's just my iPad, guys. Sorry.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe we can have a different scale for you. So you just tell me what you think is the right answer, and I'll give you some points over here. All right. A company that provides you with the internet and you pay them a monthly fee is actually called HTML, ISP, HTTP, or PNG. ISP, everybody knew. So we're moving, and still battle between Olga and Jelko.
Okay.
This format is the given name to pictures, and your images have best quality and color. So it's like JPEG, .adl, PNG, or .com. So what is the format of the photo that has the best quality? So let's see. Almost everybody said JPEG, and then we have one answer, PNG. And I was also of opinion when I was doing this game. I also thought that PNG had a better quality, but then I was wrong. Oh, Pegas is running over Maciek, and
Oh my God, I'm losing.
Yeah, you're totally losing.
It's not
Actually,
working
next,
on my-
you know what? Maybe next time I give winner will be the last one actually. So for you to win this game.
I'm not using my iPad anymore on this. I'm going to use my desktop.
No, you need to arm yourself with something better. So quiz, this is at the bottom of every website telling specific information about the website. So is it a header, a footer, a navigation bar, or a template? Yeah, it's a footer, and everybody knew this answer. And Jelko is burning totally at almost 6,500. Olga behind him, Pegas running after Olga for some time. Maciek, I think you're making a phone call and answering the question. And Lisa still has a numb thumb. What are the three things every website should have? A link, footer, and logo, header, tail, footer, navigational bar, header link, or header, footer, navigational toolbar. It's a bit like congested answer, but most of you got it right. And let's see, yes, Jelko is just running over everyone. So next question, 9 out of 15. This web page has all of the contact information such as phone, address, and email. And this page is called target audience, organization, homepage, or search engine. I think this is quite easy to answer. I mean, I knew it, so I believe it was very easy for everyone else. Yay! Whoa, it's a homepage. Yeah, because maybe you guys got lost because you thought it was a contact page. All right. Still Jelko in the lead. When creating a website, you make it for the people you want to read it. They are your target audience, ISP, favorite pet, or best friend. Yeah, target audience, very simple. Let's move. A company symbol used to catch your attention is called a bribe, JPEG, broken link, or a logo. It's a logo, and let's see, okay. Olga is coming a bit closer to Jelko. The rest remains the same. The process and art of creating a web page or a website is called debugging, e-commerce, design, and logo. Everybody knew. Ho-ho. Links that fail to open on a web page are called debugging, broken links, stupid links, or annoying. Simple as that. Detecting, locating, and correcting errors on a website is called unbugging, target audience, pick another website, or debugging. Everybody knew the answer? Let us just see. Okay, yeah, Jelko is just the leader. And the last question, the entry or opening page on a website is the end page, the middle page, the home page, or the contact page. And I think we have the winner. And the quiz podium, Pegas is on third place. Olga is in the second place. And Jelko, right, is in the first place. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, everyone. I hope it wasn't a hard test for all of you. I knew you guys knew it. It was very simple. So it was really nice to have you. As I said, the winner, Jelko, thank you very much. You will receive a voucher. Please give us, send me your details, send me your email so we can send you the voucher. I think this was all today. I think we learned a lot about Divi, and we learned that there is a lot of opposition towards Divi as well. But we will see how it will work in some further time. Until next time, thank you very much for being with us today.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.